Hello friends, welcome to the Dnyanadeep IS Academy. I am Sumit Ashok Katarmal and today we are going to see the trend analysis of the economy part of the UPSC. So it is so much important in a recent trend or the ongoing the UPSC related preparations, the papers, the coming number of questions and its weightage. So it is so much important regarding the clearing of the prelims. So this trend analysis is completely prelim oriented and somewhat I am going to cover the mains part, but majorly it is a prelim oriented. So let's move forward. So first, is there any syllabus mentioned within the complete UPSC that notification? So yes, it is true. The economy syllabus is mentioned, but is it the complete syllabus related only with the prelims or the mains? So such a division is not actually given by the UPSC. So division can be made by ourselves that the syllabus is from the majorly mains point of view, but the current trend of UPSC, they are asking the questions related with the mains as well as the somewhat specially prelims focused areas. So best example is agriculture. So that means we can say that there is a syllabus given by the UPSC under the notification, that is economy, in the GS3 part, and that syllabus is actually contains, these are the topics within that syllabus. So the first topic is related to the Indian economy, it is mentioned, and that economy is related with the its planning. So we know the planned economy started after 1950s. Then the resources, mobilization of the resources, then the growth related and the development, which is this is a quantitative term, this is a qualitative term, and employment. So this is the first point within the syllabus. The second is the inclusive growth, where the UPSC continuously asking the questions in mains as well as the prelim from the inclusive growth part and issues. That issues completely based on the majorly mains. So the government budgeting, so which currently is presented on the 1st of the February. So this government budgeting is actually mentioned within the syllabus. Then the land reforms, the UPSC last year 2023-2022 asked the questions on the somewhat land reform related. Then the effects of liberalization on the economy, changes in the industrial policy and their effects on industrial growth. So industries, definitely UPSC asking question on the industry. Best example is a food processing related industry, then the steel industry or the some core industries. So UPSC asking questions within the prelims from the industry point. Then the liberalization, that is UPSC asked questions based on the LPG reforms of the 1991. So that means it is related with the syllabus point. Next point of the syllabus is infrastructure, that is energy, ports. So UPSC asked the question related with the ports, then the roads, definitely UPSC asked question related to the roads. Best example is a national highway related questions. Then the ports related, that the major ports, minor ports, inland ports. Then energy related question, definitely UPSC asked question related in the renewable energy, then the fossil fuel based energy production. Best example is a coal or the thermal power plant. So UPSC asked question regarding this one. Then the railways, ongoing issue, and UPSC asked question regarding the railways zones which are spread throughout the India. So that means the economic development part which is mentioned within the syllabus, and UPSC asked the questions in the prelims from this given syllabus itself. That means we can say this economic development related part syllabus is actually given not only for the mains, even for the prelims within the notification. Then the next part is related with the agriculture, and UPSC in the ongoing trend continuously asking the questions from the agriculture point of view. And the best example is a major crops and the cropping patterns. So crops, the best example is recently UPSC asked regarding the sugarcane sugarcane related question regarding the water efficiency. And this agriculture part is actually linked with the geography part by the UPSC while asking the question in the prelim. Then after sugarcane, UPSC asks questions related with the cotton. There is a black cotton soil, Deccan Plateau. So the linking of this agriculture with the economy with the our geography, that is given in the GS1. The next part is a different types of irrigation and the irrigation system. So UPSC asks question regarding the drip irrigations or the questions related to the government schemes related to this irrigation point of view. So definitely UPSC asks the question from the syllabus. Then next is the transport and marketing of agriculture produce, issues and the related constraints. So for that purpose, ENAM related question UPSC have asked. Then the next point is e-technology. Definitely e-technology related. The recently UPSC asked the question regarding the use of IoTs, then the drones, then satellites in mapping or in the insurance or mapping of the hazards. So land reforms related questions. So that e-technology related question UPSC asks. Then the aid of the farmers. Then soil health card related questions. Then next is issues related to the direct and indirect farm subsidy, the hot topic in the prelims as well as the mains, that is subsidy topic. So UPSC within the economy and linking with the geography cards is the GS3 plus GS1, and they ask the question regarding the subsidies. So on how on which subjects the government has given the highest subsidy, either it is a food or fertilizer or fuel. So that ranking UPSC asks. Then second, the subsidy related MSP related clauses mentioned within the WTO, that is linking with the international institutions with the syllabus point. So this actually UPSC asks. So we can say that the complete UPSC preliminary papers, that is from the economy or somewhat related with the geography, that completely asks from the whole given syllabus by the UPSC within the notification. They did not mention there is a separation between the prelim or the main syllabus, but yes, it is mentioned that the complete detailed syllabus by point to point basis. So that syllabus is a reference point of view. It is a reference for ourselves. So the next thing regarding the syllabus is this public distribution system PDS, and the UPSC asks this question related to the Aadhaar link PDS system. Then UPSC asks this related to the buffer stock, the role of FCI, Food Corporation of India, or the APMC related reforms. So UPSC asks question regarding the APMC. Then the next point is the food processing industry, the sunrise industry, and the government asks regarding the food parks, mega food parks. So UPSC asks this question with the prelim itself. So these are the multiple points, syllabus points, which is given within the notification, and these are the reference for ourselves for while studying the complete UPSC syllabus for the preliminary as well as mains. So now we are going to see the trend of the questions which are asked in the prelims from 2011 or 2014 from the new syllabus to the 2023. So how much weightage is actually assigned to this economy part by the UPSC itself. So while looking towards the 2012, so we can say that from the Indian economy and the development part, the UPSC asked the 14 questions from the 2012. Then in the 2013, the question rises to the 18. Then next, somewhat decline to the 11. Then the 2015, from the change syllabus, it is a 16. Then the 2016 is a 15. Then the highest is a 29 question. So this is the highest weightage given till that. Okay, then the next is related with the 22, 20, and in the recent years, that is the 20 after 2020 to the 2023, the questions there is a 14, 15, 16, and in the 2023 again the 16 questions related with this economy and the development. So we can say that from this analysis that the complete average of the UPSC asking questions related to the economy in the recent last 10 years, it is near about the 17.27. It is nearly the 17.27. So almost we can say UPSC asking almost 17 to the 18 questions every year. 17 to 18 questions every year, and this trend we are going to see in a detail in the next slides. This is a percentage wise basis weightage coverage by the this UPSC in the prelim point of view. It is a 17.3%. So next is the in the 2015, after changing of the syllabus in the 2015, UPSC have given weightage to the Indian economy, that is a 13, and some questions in the current affairs regarding the developmental activity. So we can say these are related with the 13 and almost the 16 to 17 questions in the 2015. Then again in the 2016 they have asked in the Indian economy, that is 18 questions, and within that 18 questions related with the both agriculture, then the basic economy. These questions are actually mentioned. Then the next part is the 2017. So in the 2017 UPSC asked questions from the core economy, that is 8 questions given more weightage in the 2017 to the current affairs, and this current affairs is actually related with the economic point of view. Why? Because of the conceptual nature of this paper. Then the next part is the 2018, and here UPSC have given weightage to the economy part, that are the 16 questions. Then 2019, in the 2019 we can see that the 14 questions and some questions in the current affairs on the 2022 which are related with the economy. So again these are the 16 to the 18 questions. The more important is the 2021 analysis, same with the 2022 analysis. This 2022 analysis again given one of the greatest weightage to the economy. Earlier the tradition was the higher amount of weightage is to the polity part, but in the recent time from the 2020 we can say the UPSC is giving greater weightage to the economy as a paper. In asking the question, they are asking the 16 question, and from this current geography part they are also linking this agriculture and the developmental activities with the economy part. So there is a requirement of both the knowledge of the economy and this geography for solving the questions from this. Then most important thing is a 2023. So within the 2023 also they have asked the 16 questions from the core economy and some questions related with the economy as well as the geography plus current affairs. So within the current affairs and the geography related part. So it is actually in the 2023, and within the environment as well. So in the environment somewhat linkages related with the economy regarding this pollutions and related not the pollutions but the government schemes which are related with the both renewable energy as well as the economy. Best example we can say like the Kusum like schemes. So having the renewable energy part covering both environment as well as the economy. So this is the complete analysis of the questions asked by the UPSC till date till the we can say the 2023 in the prelims. Not this is the analysis not for the mains, this is analysis for the prelim itself, and we can see that UPSC is almost giving 20% weightage to the economy. So with that, even environment is also carrying the 20 to the 30% weightage, with environment including the geography part. So it is one of the highest weightage subject we can see in the prelim point of view. So if 20 questions means 40 marks, and these 40 marks are easy to fetch. Why? Because of the first, how we can say these 40 marks, 20 questions are easy to fetch. 20 question, 40 marks, these are easy to fetch. Why? First, there is a defined syllabus of the UPSC. Second, it is having the conceptual in the nature, less somewhat factual, as like the history like subjects. So less factual part, and once you have hold on the conceptual clarity, then it is easy to solve the economy related questions. So now we are going to, and this 40 marks. So in the recent trend of the UPSC, what we can say from the cutoffs for different categories as well, open, OBC and others, that is ranging from 80 to the 95, and from this 80 to the 95 marks, 40 marks are carrying by the economy itself. That means having the one of the highest important subject. So now we are going to see, this is the trend, the cutoff in the recent years by the UPSC. So this is the cutoff of the 2021, where the general cutoff is only the 87.54. So definitely it is it was a tough paper, but from that itself there are the 30 to the 40 marks are carried by the economy itself. Then second, for the OBC cutoff it is 84. Now the cutoff of the previous year, that is a 92, 89. So the highest cutoff in the recent last 7 to 8 years is in the 2017, having the general cutoff of the 105. That means this subject having the if you get the greater clarity on the economy, then we can say it is easy to clear the prelim, having the greater giving the greater emphasis on reading and understanding of this subject with the environment and geography related like highest weighted subject. So next we are going to see the types of the questions. So this is the trend of the questions within the UPSC prelim. Now we are going to see the types of the question. So before going towards the syllabus or starting towards the syllabus, we should first know what are the trends within the questions type which UPSC is actually following. So this you should know. आणि हे का पाहिजे, कशासाठी, तर डायरेक्टली कुठलाही सिलेबस उचलण्यापेक्षा और सुरू करण्यापेक्षा पहिले जर का तुम्हाला हे माहिती असेल की क्वेश्चन विचारला कशा प्रकारचे जात आहे, तर त्याच्यामुळे एक होईल की यू विल हॅव द ग्रेटर अंडरस्टँडिंग ऑफ व्हॉट इज इम्पॉर्टंट. सो दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट पार्ट फॉर द प्रिलिम प्रिपरेशन, की सगळ्यात जास्ती काय महत्वाचं आहे हे माहित असणं गरजेचं आहे. त्यानंतर जे महत्वाचं आहे त्यासाठी रीडिंग प्लस अंडरस्टँडिंग लागेल आणि त्याला काय द्यावं लागेल, वेळ द्यावं लागेल. वाय? बिकॉज ऑफ द हाय अमाउंट ऑफ वेटेज. सो एफर्ट्स, आणि एफर्ट्स थ्रू काय करावं लागेल, क्लॅरिटी. सो क्लॅरिटी लागेल. सो त्या कारणासाठी की कुठल्या प्रकारचे क्वेश्चन्स यूपीएससी विचारते हे माहित असणं गरजेचं आहे. आणि आणखी एक का माहित असणं गरजेचं आहे, कारण की हा ट्रेंड यूपीएससी फॉलो करते, त्यामुळे तुमच्या नोट्स तशा प्रकारचे असल्या पाहिजे जे की तुम्हाला मदत करेल रिव्हिजन साठी. सो दिस नोट्स मेकिंग इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टंट पार्ट रिगार्डिंग युअर प्रिपरेशन फॉर द इकॉनॉमी, and that notes should be the first comprehensive and second it should be the crisp as well. Crisp and the comprehensive both, there is a requirement. So now we are going to see the trend of the question within the UPSC itself. The first, that UPSC in the recent time we have seen that the questions asked on some terminology basis. So they have given some terminology within the statements and they ask its meaning, its inferences. Then the second is a basic understanding, that basic understanding of the economy itself. So what is the meaning of this basic understanding? Basic understanding. And these are the most important topics. So these are the most important topics of the UPSC as well. So basic understanding is related to the, suppose inflation. So you should know what is the inflation. So its impact. So impact on the different things. First, impact on the investment. That means this is the linkages. Linkages of inflation with the other terms and the terminologies of the this economy. So second, after investment, then the impact on the saving, then impact on the bond yield, impact on the our current account deficit, impact on our fiscal deficit. So all these impacts of this inflation is we are going to analyze. This impact need to analyze. So this is a way to actually study the economy point. So this is a basic understanding related. Then the next part is related interrelations based questions. Like interrelation based questions means again we can say that RBI's what RBI's steps towards the managing the inflation. So it is a relation between the one institution, related with the institution and the this inflation. So next is a trend based. So what is a trend they are actually following in the present time, and the best example of trend based question is related to the current affairs, especially from the stock market. So from the last 2-3 years they are asking a particular terminology from the stock market point of view. Then the next, current affairs based question. So this current affairs based questions means as the government policies. What is the current affairs based questions within the UPSC Prelim? That is the government policies. If government taken certain decisions, that is actually asked within the prelims. Best example is the Indradhanush reform. Indradhanush, regarding the reforms regarding banking system. Best example is question on the Bank Board Bureau, or the government policies, monetary policy committee. That then the current affairs based question, that the RBI formulated, or RBI allowed the foreigners in the investment of the government securities through RBI. So that is a separate portal development. Then RBI reforms from time to time. The recent question of the current affairs regarding the transfer of profit from RBI to the government, transfer of it from the RBI to the government. So that is the recent current affairs trend which is actually asked by the UPSC, and within these current affairs trends UPSC also asks questions regarding the government schemes and the programs. So these are current affairs based questions. Then the next part regarding this definitely a government schemes and the budget, and this budget is so much important regarding the preparations. So budget and the economic survey. So we will definitely enlist the important topics from the economy. But what is in the budget? So it is related to the allocation of budget to the different ministries. So which is having the highest allocation as the ongoing trend of the defense. Earlier there was a railway budget and the budget separation related. Then the next thing here, the budget and the economic survey is our what we can say, the revenue collections. The trend of the revenue collections, trend of the GST collections in the last revenue collection in the last 5 years or in the last decade, or the GST collection in the last 5 years. So this question is actually UPSC asked, and this answers is completely from the budget or the economic survey. And some government schemes which are actually mentioned in the budget, they are completely from the current affairs point of view. So these are the trend of the questions within the economy. So what is so much important in the economy while studying? So first thing, when you are going to start the study regarding the economy, you should have first the broad understanding of economic concepts. These concepts like this, as we have said, the inflation, then the rupee related concept like the appreciation, depreciation, this inflation related concept, disinflation, then what is hyperinflation and its related other concepts. Then there is a need of the balance between economy and the ecology that we have to actually follow. Then third thing, there is a balance between economy and the society, that is the government policies and its impact on the society that we have to understand. Then the next part is some inferences from this economy. So we know that most of the questions are from the broad view and not from the completely as a narrow understanding. Then the good understanding, that is a 70% of the questions can be answered. That means whenever you are having this command on the basic concepts of the this economy, and you have the greater command on the interlinkages that is related with this inflation, rupee, devaluation, depreciation, then the bond yield, then the impact of the what we can say, the US's policies on the India's investment, what is the impact on the remittances policy or recent lockdown impact on this. All these things, if you are completely interlinked or you have the greater understanding command over it, then it is easy to solve the 70% of the questions which are majorly understanding based. Then next is there will be some questions which are designed to be definitely very difficult in the nature. So if there are the certain very difficult questions which is an ongoing trend of the UPSC, then you should not fall under the trap of the UPSC and you should not waste your time on solving that question. Leave it. And these majorly questions which are fact based. If any government schemes, and within that government scheme some data is actually given, some year is actually given, and that you are not known, and that makes it difficulty. Or something asked earlier than this decade, or regarding the planning related that questions from the second 5-year plan or the fifth 5-year plan, if that is not known to yourself, then you can completely leave that part. Then what is the most important thing, that develop the skill of intelligent guessing. That is so much required within this solving the economy questions. Why this skill is required? Because it is completely understanding based. It is completely your intelligent based, not the complete factual based. And that interlinkages should be actually analyzed. That need to be analyzed to come towards the answer. So that's why the intelligent guess, what we can say, the question solving ability is need to be developed regarding this one. So what are the books? What we can say, what are the books which can cover the whole syllabus? Second thing, which can give you the greater understanding of this complete economy terminology, and which can create a command over the subject. So these are the references. So the first reference definitely is a NCERT. These NCERTs from the 11th and the 12th NCERTs, 11th and the 12th related NCERT, or especially the macroeconomic and the microeconomic NCERT, which should be referred by the every individual. NCERT is a basic book. Then the next book is the Ramesh Singh sir's book, which is holistic in the nature. It is holistic in the nature, so that you should refer. And with that, the recently came the second or third edition of Shriram sir's book, the Shriram sir's book. So I will write the sources again here. The sources for this one: first, definitely the NCERT. Second, either Ramesh Singh sir book or the Shriram sir book. This is majorly from the prelim point of view. From the mains point of view, definitely you should have some topics from the Vivek Singh sir book. And next, one of the most important source for the economy is your budget and the economic survey. That is the one of the most important. And the last is our Yojana magazine or the Kurukshetra magazine. And with addition of this, any current affairs magazine you need to be followed for this economy. So the next thing, these are the certain books which are referred by the students for the prelim point of view, but these books are not completely so much important for the prelims. These are majorly for the mains point of view preparation. So these books you can refer or can avoid for the prelim. But these books are important or beneficial for the mains preparation for the economy or for the optional. So the next part is how to make a notes of the economy. So while making notes, you should know the trends of the questions. So recently the questions are following some facts as well. Facts related to the monetary policy, then the fiscal policy. These facts actually asked by the UPSC. With that, in the recent years, UPSC also asked facts regarding the disinvestment and the FDI in different sectors. So this trend you should know while making the notes. So how to make a notes for the UPSC for especially prelims. So first you should have the linkages in your notes regarding the basic concepts. Then next part, these facts you should mention. Facts like this T-bills. What is the meaning of the T-bills? They have asked. What is the meaning of this cash management bills? What is the duration? What is the short-term investment versus the long-term investment? So this duration they have asked. Then again the question related to the FDI versus FPI. So this is also the ask. So it carries some amount of facts. So that facts need to be mentioned within your notes. The second thing, notes regarding the agriculture, that you should mention especially the crops and their production. So they ask regarding who is the highest producing state as well as the nation in the recent time. So with that, they also ask question regarding the minerals, and favorite minerals are the this coal and the iron ore, and there are different types as well. So they have asked. So these things need to be mentioned within your notes. Then the basic notes with the static and the current affairs. The next thing, it should be the simple and the macro level first, and after macro then you should also follow the micro level. After macro you should follow the micro level. This is for the revision part before your actual exam. And these micro notes should involve those things which you are actually forgetting, and it should be in the crisp and the short. Then the keep some so there is a need to keep some space within making of a notes, like this margin part, so that for the addition purpose we should make some margin, and we should either keep some space for that, so that it need to be followed. Then you should ensure that there should be a single note for a given topic rather than multiple notes for a single topic. That topics need to be merged. So these are the notes making part for this one. Then this economy is majorly a logical subject, understanding based subject that need to be followed. So this is the somewhat trend or the recent questions asked by the UPSC. So regarding this rapid financing instrument and the rapid credit facility, which is asked by the UPSC Prelims, and this terminology or the term based questions which is completely related with the IMF, and it was recently in the news as well. So we can say this is a current affairs based question plus linkages with the international institution. Then the next question is regarding this basic understanding. So basic understanding of this economy part, and the understanding of the devaluation of the currency, then increasing the export subsidy related government activities, then adopting the suitable policies to attract the FDI or the more fund, that is a investment within our nation or the foreign institutional investors. So this is completely understanding based questions with the linkages of the government and the RBI's policies. Then again question is related to some term or the terminologies, and then this question is the base effect part. This is a correlation based question. So what should be our strategy? So how should we start our preparation for this prelim? So first we should cover our basic sources. The basic sources are the NCERT. So we should have the command as well as the understanding of it. After completion of this one, we should go for any reference book. Any reference book like the Ramesh Singh sir's book or Shriram sir's book. Both are the one of the best sources for preparation for the economic prelims as well as somewhat mains. Then while reading of any of the book or any of the topic, we should have in our mind that is a syllabus. So we should have thoroughly gone through the syllabus, so that we should not miss or we should not read in extra. So completely stick to the syllabus. Next, and the most important thing for this prelim preparation is solving the previous year question. That the only source which can give you the understanding of the trend of the economy, what is asked by the UPSC and what you need to study, that completely understanding from the previous year, and you should solve at least 2 to 3 times the previous year questions of the economy. Then with this previous year question, we also need to solve the multiple MCQs for the economy, and in my opinion we should solve at least 10 papers of 100 questions each. That means 1000 questions for the economy. So that will completely cover the whole syllabus. So that should be our strategy. So this is the complete analysis of the economy as a subject for preparation majorly for the prelims. So I wish you all the best for the upcoming prelims. Thank you.